This is a podcast from Torfaen Voluntary Alliance. Hello, I'm Patrick Downs. Welcome to Word from the Third, where we'll be taking a look at all the big stories and news from the third sector here in Torfaen. It's Census Day on Sunday the 21st of March. What exactly is the Census 2021 and how does it affect you in Torfaen? And how exactly can you take part? We recently held a session talking more about how you can take part here in Torfaen.
Hi everybody, thank you for listening today. And so I am working on the census for 2021. I'm passionate about people and I'm passionate that every response counts. So every 10 years, the census provides a unique snapshot of our society, especially relevant in 2021 during a worldwide pandemic. The next census is happening on Sunday, the 21st of March, 2021. And by taking part and encouraging others to do the same, you'll help make sure your communities are counted in vital decisions on services and funding. Billions of pounds are allocated to local services using census-based information every year, so that these funds can be allocated in the most appropriate and effective ways, i.e. in mental health care. It's important the census accurately captures everyone in our society, because the census funding also covers things like emergency services, mental health care, like I've said, school places, hospital beds, houses, roads, GPs, dentists, you name it, everything that we all use on a regular basis in our lives. So no one knows your community better than you. We understand that building positive relationships with communities like those that Torfaen Voluntary Alliance supports means more people understand the benefits of the census and are likely to take part. We need your help to raise awareness and understanding of the census in your communities, and especially the hard-to-reach groups. Your unique understanding of your community's interests and the challenges and barriers they may face can help us plan and implement support that lets everyone join in. Raising awareness is really important. Your community links can help us spread the word about what the census is and why it matters. This will build trust in the processes and boost participation. And also it's about access. Your networks can help us reach those members of your community who need support. This will help make sure they're included and counted too. There's lots of help available, which I'll go into later. So a census timeline. So I'm a census engagement manager and I've been working with community advisors in various languages as well. We'll continue to work and have done since September with the communities and local authorities. The online help centre goes live, I think it's already live in February. I don't know whether you've seen, there's a mass marketing campaign that begins on TV, radio, newspaper and more. That started on the 12th of February. So every household receives a postcard telling them the census is coming, and that's from yesterday. So they should start landing now on people's doormats. And that's from the 22nd of Feb to the 3rd of March. The electronic questionnaire and the digital support services go live today. So you can actually go on the website, which I'll give details of later, and you can access the electronic questionnaire, but you will need a unique access code, which I'll talk about again, to be able to access it. The contact centre and support centres, again, I'll talk about those later. They go live from the 1st of March. That's the intended date. Every household receives a pack telling them to join in now and how to do it from the 3rd to the 13th of March. And that includes the letter that has the unique access code I was talking about. That's all around data protection, having your own personal access code or a household access code. Census Day is 21st of March, a Sunday. I can't reiterate that enough. Reminder letters start arriving and field officers visit houses still to respond from the 22nd of March onwards. So what we're basically saying is that as soon as you get your unique access code, as soon as possible, go into the questionnaire and complete it as soon as possible, but obviously bearing in mind that the answers you give have to be around your circumstances on the evening of Sunday the 21st of March. It's something that you can actually come out of once you can save your information and then go back into it, so you don't have to answer all the questions in one go. It's something you can go back to. So the last day to complete your questionnaire online or to order a paper questionnaire is the 4th of May. We do urge people to do their questionnaire as soon as they get their access code, so that we're not having to follow up. So the census coverage survey begins on the 5th of May, which is why the questionnaire has to close. And the census coverage survey takes random snapshots around the UK to check the accuracy of the data that's being collected. And that's really the only reason why people have to give their name. But I'll go on to that again. So the postcard that's arriving, this is what the postcard is going to look like. As I said, it started arriving, it's been sent from yesterday, the 22nd of February, up until the 3rd of March. It's just sort of raising awareness to say the census is coming, and, to look out for your invitation pack in the post. It's also been sent in a Welsh version, obviously, in Wales. So completing the census is a digital first census. It's a digital first census, but it's not a digital only census. And that's for people who may not be able to respond digitally. Of course, we have a paper questionnaire which can be requested using your unique access code. A lot of information is on the website, which is mentioned there, and it's census, census.gov.uk, and then also in Welsh, cyfrifiad, cyfrifiad.gov.uk, and there is a lot of information and support available via the website. So completing the census, there's lots of help and support, as I said, and that's what I'll go into now. There's a call centre, there's going to be a contact centre number made available, and because that's not live yet, as I said, it's going to be around the 1st of March, the contact centre number will be made available and put on the website. There's online help, which I suggested in the website. There's field help, so our local community engagement staff will be on hand throughout the census process with resources, advice and practical support that enables everyone to join in. Accessibility options, things like a text relay service for people who would like to text. There's a free language line which covers, I believe, up to 52 different languages. And again, even if English is not your first language and you might find it difficult asking, people can usually identify what their language is and be then put through to the person that speaks that language. There's a large print format available, Braille version available, and a British Sign Language online as well. As it mentions here, there's a census support centre for Torfaen, and that is the Age Connects Centre, the Widdersham Centre, which I'm sure lots of you are familiar with. Again, the sort of logistics around how that's going to work, we'll give you more information about that. Obviously, it's COVID friendly, and we're in Tier 4 at the moment, so unfortunately it can't open in Tier 4, but we're hoping not to be in Tier 4 when we actually want to open the centre, which should be around the beginning of March. Again, look out for information around that. There's some funny facts around the census. So on Census Day in 2011, 10 years ago, just over 1,500 babies were born in England and Wales. Just over 6,000 people put their religion as heavy metal. Just over 176,000 people identified as Jedi. Yeah, but that was actually down from just under 400,000 20 years ago. So obviously the Jedi numbers are diminishing, but this is what people have put on their forms for real. So that's my information. My name, as I said, is Ellie Barker. I am the Census Engagement Manager for Torfaen and Newport and Monmouthshire. My email is on there, helen.barker85@field.census.gov.uk. My telephone number is on there too, 07452 939 522. I also have my Twitter handle, which is @Census, T for Torfaen, N for Newport, M for Monmouthshire. That's @Census TNM. Please do follow me on Twitter to find out any of the latest information around the census.
Thank you very much for that, Ellie.
Thank you to everybody for listening. As I say, every response counts, and please make sure that you do yours and you count too. Thank you.
And don't forget, if you want to contact TVA, Torfaen Voluntary Alliance, for anything regarding the third sector here in Torfaen, get in touch regarding funding, volunteering, any kind of support or governance. info@tvawales.org.uk. You can also find us on social media on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter @TVA Wales, or of course on the website. It's all there at tvawales.org.uk. This podcast is produced by TVA, Torfaen Voluntary Alliance.